All right, let's now give you some breaking updates that have come in from the United States of America, where a day after the U.S. Secret Service Chief Kimberly Cheatle resigned, a judicial committee of the U.S. House lawmakers is grilling the FBI Chief Christopher Wray. Questions are being asked about how there was such a huge security lapse that resulted in an assassination attempt on the former President Donald Trump while he was in his campaign rally. The focus of this round of questioning of Christopher Wray also is to try and seek the status report on the probe around the assassination attempt on Donald Trump. And according to information that has come in, Christopher Wray reportedly told the committee that the FBI sleuths have recovered about 8 cartridges from the roof where the shooter was. However, he had very little to say on questions of why Donald Trump was not kept off the stage in the first place, or on the probe into the motive for the attack. Now, what is also interesting to note is that Christopher Wray was also silent on whether the shooter had an accomplice. This is an important detail on which more needs to be put out. Now, Christopher Wray further said that the attacker, Thomas Matthew Crooks, who was killed by the snipers and sharpshooters, also had a drone with him. These are some of the details that have been given out by Christopher Wray in the hearing that has, of course, been going. Let's in fact listen in to some of the stuff that Christopher Wray has in fact said about the probe that is currently ongoing in how Thomas Matthew Crooks was able to carry out the assassination attempt on Donald Trump.
My hope here today is to do my best to provide you with all the information I can, given where we are at this point.
My colleague Susan Tehrani is, of course, joining us from New York with more details on this. Susan, so Christopher Wray is, of course, answering questions by the committee where he said that, yes, there were lapses that have happened, but he's more willing to answer questions on the shooter rather than the lapses on the lapses by the Secret Service there.
Yes, and you can tell that Christopher Wray is very comfortable in a setting like this as opposed to the director of the Secret Service, Kimberly Cheatle, who resigned yesterday. It was very interesting and telling that he disclosed that the gunman flew a drone about 11 minutes, just 2 hours before the former president was shot during the hearing before the House Judiciary Committee. He tried to go into details on what kind of investigations are being conducted right now. And the lawmakers didn't want to hear it. What they did want to hear is, despite the threat, how is it that the former president was able to get on stage and no one stopped him? He said that the gunfire on July 13th at that campaign rally not only bloodied former President Donald Trump's ear, but also it has now been confirmed that Secret Service agents wanted to put him on a stretcher immediately afterwards, and that's when, the former president declined to do so and said that he's going to walk. It's not clear what other information the FBI might release during this hearing. Mm-hmm. They said that they've been pretty transparent, but it appears that lawmakers are really going to, again, grill Christopher Wray, despite the fact that, we know Wray is very comfortable in a setting like this.
Absolutely, indeed. Thank you very much, indeed, Susan Tehrani, for joining us and getting us those details. This, of course, is a very crucial case, which I'm pretty sure will be heard and will be dissected very closely. And it remains to be seen as to what, of course, comes out of this. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.